Today we're going to make lasagna. So we're going to start with a spaghetti sauce first though. So I've got a can of diced tomatoes and a can of Parmigiano Reggiano sauce. I use onion, celery, carrots, and bell pepper. Really, you can just throw in anything you like. Seasonings, Italian seasoning, got garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper. So while the meat is in the pan cooking, I'm going to chop up the vegetables to get ready. So one pretty large onion. We're trying a new angle out today, which I'm not really fond of, but trying new things. So I like to actually have a garbage bowl. I like to have a garbage bucket or a bowl to the side just to toss everything, all the bits and pieces out as I go. Keeps things cleaner. Okay, and then I have my other bowl over here to put it all into when it's done being chopped up. My meat I've started from frozen, so it takes a little bit longer because it really doesn't matter when you're cooking certain things if it's frozen or not. Celery. Oh, that scared me. Just chop it up too. My family doesn't like too many veggies in there, so I don't go too crazy. Just to add a little flavor. In the bowl. Okay, and we'll chop up this nice, beautiful red pepper. Really, you can add any vegetables you like. That's the great thing about spaghetti sauce. I like to make mine pretty early in the morning because I like it to cook for quite a long time. Especially for lasagna. You want it to be nice and thick and flavorful. checking on the meat as it cooks. Just keep breaking it down. It doesn't take too long for frozen, so I don't really care if it's frozen or not. It's not like you're having to make burgers or anything, so it has to be unthawed. Try to get them pretty all much the same size too. Gotta kind of hide any vegetables from my son, so I like to chop them up pretty small. Any good pasta sauce or spaghetti sauce, really most people all start out with celery, carrots, onion. I just really like peppers. They're nice and sweet. Oh, and I do add sugar to mine. I forgot to show that at the beginning. I'm not a huge tomato fan, so I really like to balance it out so it's not super harsh and acidic. Okay, so yeah, peppers. Okay, and then we'll do one carrot, a nice sized carrot. Peel the skin. And for the carrot, I actually like to grate it instead of... I find carrots really hard to cut. So. Okay, so I'm going to grate the carrot. Also a good tip, all these little bits that you get from these vegetables, you can, I have a bag in my freezer, and I keep them so when I am cooking a whole chicken, I make stock after. It's a good way to use the bones from the chicken and all your bits and pieces. It makes a really good stock. Okay, so that's the vegetables. Our tasty veggies here. Well, we can just leave them there for now while we keep getting this meat cooked. Unthawed now. We drain it. Always drain your beef. So this is the beef so far. It's unthawed, so we're just going to smash it up and brown the fuck out of it. Brown equals flavor. I'm just smashing it up, letting it get nice and brown. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to help brown. Yeah, and it just takes, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, I'd say. So the meat's been cooking for quite some time now. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of the vegetables that we chopped up. And then we're going to season the bejesus out of it. Italian seasoning, obviously. So I poured quite a bit in. Garlic powder, again lots because it's delicious. And I know we added onion, but some onion powder. And then salt. And then I'm going to grate some pepper. We'll add a little bit of more olive oil too, because now that the veggies are in. And then we're going to cook this for maybe 5-10 minutes, just so everyone gets, you know, happy together. I wish you guys could smell this. It already smells amazing. They really need to invent smell-o-vision. All the veggies, the meat is cooking together nice. all those seasonings. That's the first time you season. So then you cook it together, and then when I add the sauce, I will season it again. So, and I just use whatever sauce. Like, I never have the same thing. So I got from the food bank. And then I always have tons of diced tomatoes or tomato sauce or, you know, whatever. It really doesn't matter. Because we add our own seasonings and stuff, we're making it our own. So, but yeah, so this time that's what I have. And sometimes I make a really, really big batch and will freeze some. I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to make lasagna, so I'm going to use all of the sauce. Okay, so just going to let that go for like 5 more minutes, and then I'll add my little apron. I do. Okay, so now we're going to add the sauce, so just dump it in. And then I like to add a little bit of water to the jar. A little bit of water, and then I'll shake it up. You don't want to waste any. And then my can of diced tomatoes we'll add in. And then we'll give it a really good stir. Then I'm going to season another time, because the tomatoes are pretty plain. So again, with the Italian seasoning, and I add quite a bit. We really like flavor here. Flavor Town. Okay, and again with garlic, because garlic's delicious. I know it may look like a lot, but you're seasoning meat, veggies, and the sauce, so it needs it. So lots of pepper. Okay, oh sorry. And then more salt. Okay. Oh, and the best part, can't forget to add sugar. I know it's very controversial, but it really helps to take the acidity down. And I don't really have measurements for anything. I just kind of wing it, and then maybe after an hour when it's cooked, I'll taste it and go from there. So yeah, that's how it looks. It's pretty chunky right now, but as it cooks throughout the whole day, it's gonna really simmer down and become one. So yeah, that's the start. So this is gonna cook probably for 3 or 4 hours, and then we'll be back to make the lasagna. Okay, so the sauce is done. It's thickened up, super nice, super cooked. I've already tasted it and seasoned it again because it needed a bit more sugar, salt, and garlic for my liking. So next we're gonna we need this stuff here. We've got cheese, cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, and eggs. I like to make a little mixture. So I'll show you. Okay, so I've got oh, and yes, I changed my hair because it's been many hours later. So in this bowl, I'm gonna we'll start with four eggs. Okay, and then the cream cheese. I normally like to pull the cream cheese out quite a bit earlier so it's softened. I forgot to do that though this time. It just makes it easier to blend together with the eggs. It might sound weird to some people, but a lot of people use ricotta cheese, or even when I was younger, my family would use cottage cheese and spinach in their mixture. So, and again, there's really no measurements. I don't measure anything unless I'm baking, which I don't do because baking sucks. Okay, so I've got the cream cheese and the eggs here, and I'm just going to beat this together so and it'll be kind of chunky looking and stuff, and that's okay. So you just want it to eggs as the binder to hold the layers together. Okay, so I'm just going to start mixing this together. If the cream cheese was room temperature, it would blend really nicely, but okay, so yeah, it's kind of weird looking, I know, but it really helps keep the lasagna together. So we'll just set that to the side for a sec. And then we have to grate quite a bit of cheese. I've got mozzarella and old cheddar, just something that we always buy and always have. Just going to cut it up into more manageable pieces. And then grate away. Again, you can really use any cheese you like, but cheddar and Parmesan are definitely classics. This is just how my mom taught me how to make lasagna. When I first started making it, I didn't know you had to put eggs, and it didn't stay together. So it's definitely an important part. It looks like lots of cheese, but you use a lot, so it's basically noodles, meat, and cheese. Okay, we'll just do this for now, and then if we need more, we can grate more after, because I don't use measurements, like I've already said. Okay, kind of mix it up. Mozzarella doesn't have much flavor, but it's nice and stringy. And then old cheddar is delicious. Okay, now we can start layering. So I've got my metal lasagna pan. Doesn't really matter, this is my new one. And, okay, so for the first layer, you're going to want to put some sauce down. That way the noodles don't just stick to cook to the bottom. Or it don't cook, I guess. Okay, so there's the first, I put a little bit of that. These are the noodles that I'm using. We realized that we normally get ones that say oven ready. So you don't have to boil them, but these ones says you should boil, but I don't think that you need to do that. I've never done it, so I'm gonna layer, I think, let's see how many fit across. So we'll do 4 on the bottom. Okay, oh, I just need to spoon. Okay, and then we're going to take some of this egg cream cheese mixture and just kind of drizzle it over some of the noodles here. This will help keep everything together. Probably half and half. Okay, and then we do a nice thick layer of cheese. Okay, so then and then we'll do another layer of our delicious sauce. I usually get 3 layers in. Okay, so then another layer of our noodles. Okay, and then the rest of this, our egg cream cheese mixture. Horrible sound. Okay, and then another layer of your cheese mixture. Okay, and we'll do what will we do? We'll do sauce. Where's it? Noodles. Noodles. Noodles, 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 noodles. Okay. You just gotta make sure that when you do the no boil or oven ready noodle, we just it has to cook longer, that's all. It's not that big of a deal. They're just a little bit thicker. And then take the rest of your sauce and cover these noodles. Don't want to waste any of that. Okay, spread it out. Beautiful. Just like the perfect amount of sauce that I made. So I don't have to freeze any. Okay, and then take the rest of your cheese that you have grated up and just sprinkle it over the top. Okay. And then you're going to take your Parmesan, give it a nice thick, this is just the Parmesan I use. And I just coat the top of this bad boy, get a nice cheesy crunchy topping. And we're going to wrap it with tin foil. We'll put it in the oven for, I think we'll go at 350. And we'll cook it for at least a couple hours. I go the last 30 minutes. Once I poke it with a knife and the noodles are nice and tender, I'll take the tin foil off the top and just let this cheese fully brown. And then you want to take it out and you want to let it rest for at least 30 minutes before you even try and cut into it, because you want it to set together and then it won't just fall apart too. Okay, so yeah, nice 20-pound lasagna. And yeah, that's about it for now. Oh wait. Thank you for watching. Hope you make a lasagna. Like and subscribe. Maybe even leave a comment for me, please. It would be awesome.